Hey yo, T-King Fight News. Anthony Joshua says it was a lucky punch that took him out of the fight versus Andy Ruiz. Man, over here there ain't no such thing as a lucky punch, bro. It's T-King Fight News. What is AJ talking about? What is he saying? What is he saying, man? It's T-King Fight News, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this right here. So Anthony Joshua feels like Andy Ruiz got lucky. Man, who sound like the clown now? For real, who sound like the clown right now? I know Andy Ruiz has been saying, you know what? We ain't fighting AJ home. No pelea AJ. No Saudi. No Saudi. But you know what? He said we fighting AJ in the rematch. It ain't gonna be in no Saudi Arabia. That's what he been saying, right? Understandable. Understandable. You know that it is what it is, right? I'm tired of fucking making excuses for every fucking guy out here. We don't defend fighters out here, you know. We call it like we see it. We call it like we see it. Did Andy Ruiz sign something that said he had to go over to Saudi Arabia? Absolutely not. So it is what it is. I mean, do I understand Eddie Hearn cashing AJ out like that? Yeah, I understand Eddie Hearn cashing AJ out like that. So it is what it is. Promoters will cash out fighters when they feel like, you know, the time is right. I guess Eddie Hearn felt like AJ didn't have too much left. I mean, what else can you say? What else can you say? But when it comes down to Anthony Joshua, I told you the mental game is so, it's crucial for these fighters to be mentally strong. It's even like, look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson fucking biting Evander Holyfield. You cannot have a mental lapse in the ring. You cannot. Right? It happened to Lennox Lewis too. He got fortunate that fucking Oliver McCall had a mental breakdown in their rematch. Right? He was crying in the ring. How you gonna fight when you crying in the ring? Anthony Joshua, AJ's in a situation now where, guess what, buddy? He's gonna have to face those demons that took him out of the game, that took him out of the ring, that had the referee stopping the fight. He's gonna have to face them demons. He could do it in the US, but it seems like his team don't want it in the US, right? I mean, AJ's gonna look the part. He's gonna say what he needs to say to the media to make him look good. But really, did he really want in the US? And I know it doesn't look good, because he's really running away from what took him out. He's running away from what took him out. Or from the scene of the crime, as they want to say. You know, he's running away from the scene of the crime. He ain't facing it. He ain't letting the smoke clear. He run away from the smoke. It's not a good look. Point blank, it's not a good look. Because the next time Anthony Joshua ever comes back to the States, he's gonna have to face some demons. He's gonna face that crowd. And he may have to face a fighter that brings what Andy Ruiz brought. Because, you know, like it or not, if you come over to the States, you're gonna have to fight the best out there, man. Ain't no bums for AJ. Ain't no UK bums for AJ out here. There ain't no fucking Hector Avilas. There ain't no Carlos Takams for AJ out here. They're not out here like that. You got to go through an Andy Ruiz. You got to go through a Jarrell Miller, which probably would have been an easier fight. But you got to go through him. Miller was still 300 pounds on roids. So it is what it is, man. You know? Maybe he was better off fighting Jarrell Miller. Maybe he was better off fighting a roided up Jarrell Miller than taking on Andy Ruiz on that night. But I still maintain, I think his best chance of winning that night is if he would have fought Luis Ortiz. And that's no shade on Luis Ortiz. But I think you would have caught him on short notice. But Luis Ortiz gonna get his shot anyway. He gonna be fighting Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder once again. That's gonna be lit. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a great fight. You know, packed house. Expect the same kind of atmosphere. Is he going to New York? Is Deontay Wilder heading to New York once again? Man, I don't know if they announced the venue for that fight. I could be wrong. But you know, we got a UFC. We got a UFC coming right up, man. Gonna cover that one. Y'all know who it is. It's E-King Fight News. Smash the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel, guys, because we gonna keep it moving out here. And y'all know what it is. Anthony Joshua says it was a lucky punch. Ain't no such thing as a lucky punch. Ain't no such... Yo, was your punch that knocked out Vladimir Klitschko a lucky punch now? Ain't nobody said that. Was your punch that knocked out Dillian White, was that a lucky punch? Fuck out of here, man. A lot of people said when Antonio Tarver got knocked out by... when Roy Jones Jr. got knocked out by Antonio Tarver, the first fight. Or sorry, the second fight. The second fight. We got knocked out in that second fight. Was that a lucky punch? Absolutely not. Antonio Tarver caught him cold. And he took Roy Jones' head off, man. Slept him. So it is what it is. And Antonio Tarver beat him in another fight. So we know it wasn't a lucky punch. Antonio Tarver was a better fighter that night. Just like Andy Ruiz was a better fighter on that night against AJ. Facts are the facts, man. You guys cannot allow AJ to pull some magic card over you, fucking dilute you guys into thinking this guy isn't making excuses right now, because he's making up excuses and he's doing himself a disservice because he's gonna face the same fighter that knocked him out. He's gonna face the same fighter that knocked him out. So we'll see how it ends up, man. We'll see how it ends up for him, man. But AJ's gonna have to deal with that pressure, and he better be able to deal with it. This pressure busts pipes. That pressure will have you thinking twice, because that's the guy that knocked you down 4 times. 4 times. So it is what it is, man. And by the way, Anthony Joshua, man, he sounded like a sore loser. He sounded real salty right now. And there's only one way for him to really recover his reputation, and that's to beat Andy Ruiz. So will he do it? And will this fight take place in 2019? A lot of that remains up in the air, but you know what it is. It's E-King Fight News, guys. And I'm gone. Peace out. And shout out to those who subscribe to the channel, man. Shout out to all the subscribers. It means a lot. You guys be fucking with me for time. Been time. At least a year out here. You know, we've been online for a very long time, so shout out to my new and old subscribers, man. Much love and salute. And we gone.